Hi all, in this video we will study about the routing algorithms. As we studied in this module, the first portion explains the activities of the routers. The main two activities of the router are forwarding and routing. And here uh, the first bullet explains what is forwarding and the second bullet is what is routing. As we studied, forwarding is an activity which is copying the packets coming into an incoming interface of a router to the outgoing interface of the same router. So it is a single copying activity within a router, whereas routing is a set of routers are given and their link of connection, that is how the routers are connected topologically, and the routing algorithm finds the good path from the source router to the destination router. So it is describing the entire path of a packet to travel. So it is the planning activity. And now we can classify the routing algorithms according to whether they are global or decentralized. In the global routing algorithm, the least cost path between a source and router is computed using the global knowledge about the network. That is, all routers in the network know the complete topology and the complete link cost information. So, link state algorithm is a type of algorithm which is working based on the global routing protocol. The next is decentralized. Here, the router knows the physically connected neighbors and their link cost. The entire knowledge is not available to all the routers. This is just an iterative process of computing the least cost by exchanging the information between neighbors, or only the neighbors cost is only available. Not the entire topology is available to all the routers in the network. So, every router is computing the least cost path of its neighbors to reach the neighbor which is the least cost. This is the computation performed in the decentralized type of algorithm, where all the routers are computing their own knowledge upon their own knowledge. So, it is decentralized and it is distributed. So, distance vector is an algorithm of type decentralized. Then we can classify the routing algorithm as another classification, that is static and dynamic, based on the time taken for computing the least cost path. So, static algorithm is a type of routing algorithm that is working very slowly and it is updating the routing table only with the intervention of the human. That is, whenever a new node is connected to the network or whenever a user requests for computing the new route or a topology is getting changed, on such occasions only the static routing protocol update the routing table. Whereas in case of dynamic routing, it is periodically updating the routing table. The router changes more quickly than the previous one. It changes the path in response to the link cost changes, or it is periodically updating the routing table. This is what the difference between static and dynamic. So, static and dynamic is a type of routing protocols And global and decentralized are another classification. They are based on where the routing process is happening. It is whether it is distributed to all the routers or it is in a global single-centered routing algorithm. Then, in a network, suppose we want to compute the least cost path by a router, it is represented mathematically with the help of a graph. As we studied in school or in degree classes, you might have known about the graph representation. Graph, as we know, it is a set of nodes and edges. If there is a path from one node to another node, there will be an edge connecting these two. These nodes are here representing various routers and edges are representing the cost required to reach that particular router. So here G equal to N of E means N is a set of nodes and E is a set of edges. Here in this figure we can see U, W, X, Y and Z. These are the various nodes. These nodes are representing various routers. Then set of links E, that is U and V is connected, U and X is connected, V and X is connected, V and W is connected. So all the edges are listed in the set of links and the cost is also represented. The cost may be the number of hops to reach to a particular router, or it may be the bandwidth, or it may be it is depending upon the criteria we have chosen as a cost. So you just remember the cost 1 is a less cost or it is lesser than the cost 5. That is a numerical value itself is representing the cost, and if the cost is 5 means it is taking much more cost than a link with cost 1. That is what an assumption here. So the same thing is explained here. The cost path C of x dash means C of x dash means it is the cost of the link to reach from x to x dash. In this figure, C of W comma Z is equal to 5 means the cost to reach from W to Z is 5. Then our aim is to find the least cost path between U and Z. Not only between U and Z, the routing algorithm is always finding the least cost path from a starting node to all other nodes or every other nodes. So here we will study how to find the least cost path from U to every other nodes. So the link state algorithm is working based on the standard algorithm, Dijkstra's algorithm. Dijkstra's algorithm is a famous algorithm for finding the shortest path from single source to all other destinations. So the network topology is represented in the graph and the link of the codes are also represented. Then compute the least cost path from one source node to all other nodes. Then it is an iterative process and after k iterations of the algorithm, the least cost path are known to k destination nodes. That is, first iteration computes the least cost path to its first neighbor or the least cost first least cost path. Then at the kth iteration, it will find the cost to reach to kth destination. So how many nodes will be there? That much number of iterations will be there. And the notations are C of xy represents the cost to reach from x to y. If there is no direct link from x to y, it is represented with infinite. If not direct neighbor. D of V is the current value of the cost of path from source to the destination V. That P of V is the predecessor node along the path from source to V. And N dash is the set of nodes whose least cost path definitely not. We will study all these in detail in the coming slide. Now let us explain the Dijistra's algorithm or the linked state algorithm with the help of the given graph. The algorithm has two parts. One is the initialization part. Next is the loop part, which is computing the least cost. So as the initialization part, here we have given a set of nodes and their cost n dash is equal to u is in this our aim is to find the least cost path from u to every other node. So u is added to the list of nodes n dash. Then for all nodes V means in this figure except u the set of all other nodes except u the set of all the set of nodes all the set of nodes except u is considered as V. So from u to every other node, that is the meaning of step number 3. For all nodes V, if V is adjacent to U, some nodes are adjacent to U, some nodes are not adjacent to U. Suppose U and Y, they are not adjacent because there is no direct path from U to Y. So for if V is adjacent to U, then D of V is equal to cost of U comma V. That is cost from U to every adjacent node is filled and it is stored into D of V. Else D of V is infinity. If there is no adjacent path, then it will be infinity. So we can assume that D of V consists of either cost of U comma V or infinity. When this infinity comes is if there is no direct link from U to V, then it will be infinity. Otherwise, the cost will be there and it is filled into the table D of V. Then the next looping part, the loop will be repeated until all nodes in N dash. We are actually initialized N dash with the source node U. Then we are picking from the set of V. That is, V represents always the set of nodes which are not in the list of N dash. So initially N dash consists of U. So every other nodes than U is representing the V. Then we find a W that is not in N dash. So the loop will be repeated until all the nodes become in the set of N dash. So we are picking one by one from the list of every other node and storing into N dash. Then how it will pick a node? That is what the core idea of the algorithm. So find a W that is not in N dash such that dW is the minimum. That is from U, which of the path is minimum? From U to X, there is a cost 1, U to V, there is a cost 2, and U to W, there is a cost 5. And whichever is the minimum, so X is minimum. So it is added into N dash. So N dash now consists of two nodes. That is, one is U. It is already there in the initialization part. Then we picked or chosen one node which is the shortest path from U. So it is added X into the list of N dash. So W is a general representation of the minimum cost path from U. It is added into N dash. And now we update D of V for all V adjacent to W and not in N dash. That is, currently in N dash we have U and W. Then from the list of all other nodes that represented by V, from the list of all other nodes, V represents all the nodes which are not in the N dash. So it will compute the new value for the D of V, and the new value may be either the previous value. Here already we have filled with D of V with C of U comma V. That may be minimum, or current W to V. Current W, distance to reach to W was there from W to V. Goes from W to V plus D of W. This sum, that is from the list of previously added nodes. Currently, actually, we have U and X is there in the N dash. From U to every other node, we have chosen X. Now, N dash consists of U and X. And from the list of U and X, all other paths are represented by B. And now we choose which is the least cost path from the list, whether it may be the previous computed value, or if we are able to find a better cost path or a better path than the previous one, whichever is minimum, that will be considered, or that will be filled in the table. So new DV will be minimum of either the previously found path or the new path. How will you find the new path? New path will be the previous path to W, that is W is in the N dash, through N dash to V, or the current V, whichever is minimum, that is updated into the new distance table. Then we find the shortest path to W, whichever is minimum, that will be added to N dash. So this will be repeated until all the nodes are added into the list of N dash. This is how the algorithm works. Then we will study in detail how this particular graph can be represented and how will you find the value from the least cost path from U to every other node in the next video. Thank you.